Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm bringing you the beginning of a series of videos. It's about a minute, 2 minutes long, hopefully gonna be very short, to the point, very concise. I mean, they're just kind of CSGO tips. I think a lot of people, want to improve their gameplay, and so basically I'm just gonna go through this series, and it's gonna get more in depth as I go, and hopefully I can help some people out. So today's video is just gonna be on sensitivity and finding the correct crosshair. The optimal crosshair and sensitivities, and maybe what I think, maybe some tips on them. It's really simple information, pretty much facts, and there's really no opinions on this. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so I'm in game right now. Literally just loaded up, right? So we're good. Okay, so what I'm gonna show you is basically just the simplest way to find your crosshair. There's like websites you can go to and need to copy it and paste it into the console and shit like that. You don't need to do that. That's too much work. First world problems. So basically all you have to do is go to your workshop, view workshop, type in the search bar crosshair, and what will come up is Crash's crosshair generator. You just click on it, you subscribe to it. I'm sure a lot of people know how to do this, and it'll show up in your workshop. So yeah, just load it up. The bots don't really matter. Alright, so once you've loaded this up, you can take a look around. So they have just a wall of crosshairs, right? I'm not gonna click on any of these just because I've already got my crosshair. I don't want to mess mine up. But basically you can just shoot it with your pistol and it'll bring up that specific crosshair onto your screen, and then you can come over here, look around, see if you like it. Personally, I am using a light colored crosshair with a dark outline, so that if I'm looking at a light color on the map, I can see the black, and if I'm looking at a dark color, I can see the white. It's pretty nice. If you're using like a light blue or a light green up here, it's kind of hard to see sometimes, so I just want to make sure my visuals are perfect. And then you have all of these, just others. I wouldn't really go with these just because some of them are probably dynamic, and you don't really want to go dynamic here. And to kind of hop right into that, I guess I would prefer static. A lot of these are static. Most of them are static. I think Tarek's is a little bit dynamic, not too crazy, but I'm sure 95% of these are static. And if you don't, by chance, if you don't know what that means, static just means you stay still. The default crosshair that you spawn with, if you just start CSGO, is a dynamic crosshair. So while you move, it spreads out. When you come back, it goes back into, just kind of letting you know that it's most accurate when you're standing still, basically. But that's a fact. So once you know that, you don't have to use dynamic, and it just helps me out with my aim. Go ahead and pick your shit. Keep it small. Keep it simple. Don't go crazy. You know what I mean? All right, cool. Alright, so you've got your crosshair all set up, and you are ready to find a new sensitivity, or maybe just find one in general because you just started. First things first, I would suggest keeping it small. Personally, I play on 800 DPI, about in the middle of the road on the Windows settings, in a 1 in-game. Players maybe like, for example, Hiko, I think he plays on an 800 DPI with about 3 to 4 sensitivity in-game. That's kind of crazy, but he can whip around. So yeah, just keep in mind that your mouse pad, needs to be big enough to allow you to swing around if you play on a low sensitivity. Once you find the sensitivity that you like, and you can kind of, follow a piece of paper or whatever the fuck, like on the wall, you just want to make sure that you can kind of follow something around. And it doesn't need to be perfect. I'm not the perfect aimer. I'm just telling you the insight that you need to know to be a perfect aimer. And yeah, just make sure that you can kind of follow a spot around. I would say walk around the corner, make sure you know where your aim is going to be, and place it where you want to be. That's the biggest thing. You want to be able to put your aim where your mind wants it to be, right? You want to be able to have that control. So when you find a new sensitivity, I would just say walk around the corner, make sure that you can place your aim inside the door, you know what I mean? Something like that. And you can, maybe take a flick shot at some enemies here, and just make sure that your aim is pretty much there. Once you get that down, it's really not going to be that difficult to get used to. You just go in a deathmatch, and you can play for maybe even an hour, and you'll feel great with your new sensitivity. So of course, thank you guys for watching this little episode of 2-minute tips. Go ahead and comment down below with any questions or suggestions, simple or advanced. Go ahead and thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe for more. Follow me on StreamMe or Twitch for live action, and I will catch you guys next time.